Hi chat, welcome to another stream. How we all doing today? It is May 3rd, Saturday of 2025. We are back for yet another stream. It's gonna be a short one today. Because I fucked up my planning. So yeah, hopefully we'll still be able to get the things that I want to get done, but we will see. How we all doing today? How's your Saturday / Sunday if you're in fairly advanced time zones? We streamed yesterday twice. Work stream, and then I made pumpkin bread, which I have eaten way too much of. Oh, it's so good, but it's so much. I gotta stop. I gotta eat something else. The other problem though is I have to give it away somehow. So I'm trying to figure out how to do that. But anyway, let me say hi to everyone who's here, and then we will jump into things. Strange Sorcerer was first today. Yo, hello. Beldoth, this is also here. How you doing? Belwada. On the 6th day of the week, Anthong said, I click. True. Deadsnakes here. He back. As true as true. Woosa, hello. How you doing? Steve Bandito. Good to see you as well. Alana says you've been touching a lot of grass, getting summer brown. Yeah, I'm a little bit tan. In fact, I have a watch tan. Can't really see it on camera. More obvious? I don't know. I have a very white stripe right here. Can't really tell on my top of my wrist, but it's very obvious. I don't know. Have a stripe from wearing a watch or from running. It's true. Zero skill. Hello. Welcome to the stream. How you doing? It's like from switching to dark theme to light theme. Yeah. I mean, it is kind of like that. But yeah, I got a goofy stripe on my arm. What's gonna be worse is I'm gonna forget my watch one day, and then I'm gonna get a sunburn, but just right on my wrist. That's gonna fucking suck. Not looking forward to that, but yeah, I've been running a bunch. Actually, I've been running less the last couple of weeks, which I gotta fix. I gotta get back into running more. Like only doing 14, 15 miles a week. I need to get back in my 20 to 25 range. Problem is, after my half marathon, I don't have a training plan. So I gotta pick a marathon and then pick a training plan and then get my spreadsheet to force me to run more. Ogie Morris says, what miles? What do you do? This is running miles, but I've also been biking and climbing and walking. Well, I don't even include my walking miles, but I usually walk like 20 or 30 miles a week. Emma's here. Hello. How you doing? Good to see you again. Let's see. Plan for today's stream is I'm gonna fix deadsnakes, but I want to walk you through a few open source things I did since last time. Wait, we did that on stream. We did this on stream too. This one we didn't talk about on stream, but I want to go through it. Emma says, good. Woke up early for Saturday to hopefully work on more Z standard things. Nice. Are you going to be able to get it into 3.14, or is it going to be a next Python one more? Have to wait a whole fucking year for it. Not that we can really start using features all that early, but might be a beta 2 thing. Oh, you're gonna sneak in a late feature. Because I think beta freeze already happened, right? Which might be why the build is broken. Because usually after beta happens, everyone freaks out and changes a whole bunch of shit. Where's the tags? What happens to 6? Okay, so it hasn't happened yet. So maybe I am experiencing the freak out right now, and that's why deadsnakes is broken. But we'll look at that in a second. All right, first thing is a few things in Django stubs. and I mostly found these from work projects. Yeah. First is that. Whoa, why is it in dark mode? Also, why did this not go to the actual... That was weird. You saw that, right? It didn't actually go to the proper anchor. Huh, strange. Anyway, the Django docs are like, use abstract base user to make custom thing, and Stubbs had accidentally used abstract user, which is different than abstract base user. Fucking love Django. Of course, abstract user and abstract base user are different things. Why would they be the same? But anyway, made a little test case too. I actually really like these assert type tests. I was not sold on them at the beginning, but these are much nicer than the fuckery that, at least for Django stubs. I haven't really done typing tests otherwise. The other typing tests in Django stubs are these weird fucking YAML things that are just so hard to debug, because if you want to like actually use the debugger on them, you have to like copy the test suite out and like set up a proper Django app and like do all this bullshit. But these are great because you can just fucking run mypy on this file and just set the debugger inside the plugin and, you know, go on your merry way. Or if you don't need the plugin, it just tells you whether it passes or fails. It's very nice. I really like these compared to the old ones. But I, you know, haven't done enough typing tests, so I don't know. This is different than typing tests. This is tests for typing, where you would, yeah, anyway. But the funny thing about this test is it actually was failing on this line, and so the rest of this is just sort of ancillary, but it's cool nonetheless. I kind of like these. They make things easier to deal with. But anyway, that's the first patch that I did since talking about it on stream. The other is why did it get reverted? Weird. Oh, I bet it got reverted to fix it in a different way. Why did it get fixed? What did they do differently? Oh, they just picked all of these. What? Oh god. Why did they make this so fucking complicated? Jesus Christ. Holy shit. Anyway, I guess they fixed it in a different way, but either way, there was there's this special enum in Django, which I'm very close to just fucking banning in our code base because it doesn't really give much benefit. But there's a whole bunch of funky, weird ass edge cases in the type system for it, including a plugin that's more complicated than the model plugin, which is crazy to me how long that code has gotten. But basically, the plugin had a bug where if a enum instance was referenced through a variable rather than through a literal, this would not resolve properly. And so I wrote, again, another little simple typing test that asserts the type properly here, and then fixed it in code here. And yes, I know, this is copy-paste. Trust. This is copy-paste. I wouldn't do this normally. But, oh, and I have just been reminded that I don't have my Streamlabs dashboard open. But I will say hi to Lithium X4900. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. I hope you're having a great day as well. And 20 eyes. That's so many eyes. Thank you for the follow. I hope you're doing well. Are you 10 people, or do you have extraneous eyes? Hey, Rai. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. Bawada says, at this point, wouldn't it be more efficient just porting stuff from Django to Flask or Fast API? God, I wish, but Sentry has like 1.5 million lines of Python in their giant Django code base. What would be better is to take verticals and split them out into separate services and write them in a different framework. But And the problem is Django is so pervasive in the way that you have to write code for Django that it is very difficult to take that and move it somewhere else. Especially because, well, two things. That was fucking awesome. Thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. I hope you're doing well. The other big problem is like Sentry does business logic on models rather than having some intermediary where like you can actually do your business logic. And so every test that is a air quotes unit test involves jamming stuff into the database, scooping it out of the database, and then calling the functions on it. And so everything is very, very tightly bound to how the Django ORM works, which is just terrible. Really, really unfortunate. Makes it really hard to refactor or move or fix or adjust anything. Yeah. Dev of 1,000 microservices. I actually don't find microservices to be a terrible pattern. Honestly, the most effective that I've seen engineers be is with lots and lots of microservices. Even though it adds more complexity to running it, and even though there are a lot more failure modes, I just find that it makes developers a lot more productive. Danny, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. I hope you're doing well. What is the pot friend emote? What is that? This is so the same as much of the code at my work. I'm trying so hard to change that mentality. It's just slow. Yeah. Have you used Nemeko for developing microservices? Nope, I have not. But anyway, this is a little fix, and unbroke some stuff in Sentry's typing, which is nice. This one actually worked on a while ago, but didn't really talk about it on stream. This is part of the mypy stuff, which is mypy suggest, which I was using for, I still am using for auto type annotate, which a couple hundred of you have starred, which is kind of cool. This is probably mostly people from my YouTube video. I did see a Chinese blog post about this tool, which looked AI generated. It was a little bit suspicious, but I don't know. Sure, someone noticed it. But anyway, one of the problems is context manager based decorators were not being handled. And so I added a little bit of code to handle objects that have double undercall and variable references to objects and objects that themselves are caused by a decorator and decorators that are themselves a variable reference. So a whole bunch of things that I had to do to make context managers work. And then a big old test. This is before, oh wait, this is in mypy. Does mypy have type tests that are not these annoying files? I don't even know. Python/mypy. Because if mypy has type tests, that would be kind of nice. Because I don't really like these like funky, what is unit and packages? What is this? Oh, this is probably for testing 561. Yeah, I think mypy just has these .test files, which are kind of annoying. MyPy's tests are not ideal. Yeah. Yeah. Dale says the reality is that our code is configured to run a service, sometimes dynamically getting service input. So if we can extract the service to be injectable, we're so much more testable. But people really like the idea of putting everything into a single file. I see. I mean, single file is not always the worst, but yeah, I get what you mean in that situation. Luana says, I'm in the situation that I'm almost solely alone for most of the web projects at the investigation group I'm at. So I can make decisions about the tech. I like to arrange stuff as hexagonal. So I have the core base app, then surrounded by microservices for extra features. Then if I need to hook up into another page, then just iframe it. Interesting. You know, as much as iframes got shit, like the whole like early 2000s, 2010s was like, fuck iframes. Iframes suck. But the thing is, like, they were the one reasonable way to sandbox a website. Yes, they can be used for clickjacking, which is minus from a security perspective. But like, the web had sort of figured out a way to actually properly sandbox and do cross-domain communication through iframes, and like, it was kind of cool. But then everyone was just like, you know, fuck JSON-P. We have options headers now, and we can do cores. Cores everything. Just accept star cores. Nothing will go wrong. And you know what? They were kind of right. Accept star cores was kind of not the worst idea. It is funny that like cross-domain requests for the longest time were like held so tightly by web standards to be like, no, you don't want to do this. This is a bad idea. This is terrible. And then at some point, someone was just like, yeah, no, cross-domain's fine. Just make sure you have CSRF protection for the things that actually matter. And, you know, read-only cross-domain APIs are fine. Protect them with an API key if you need that. Like, it's just so much more convenient to allow any domain to make an HTTP request. Now, granted, it still takes 2 requests to succeed, but I remember all the crazy shit we used to do cross-domain requests. And this was at Yelp. And we had an even more annoying problem, which is that we were doing air quotes cross-domain requests in that we were upgrading HTTP pages to HTTPS. And so we would have to use a cross-domain helper to request HTTPS stuff from HTTP. Before I was just like, this is fucking stupid. We should just HTTPS everything. No, the SEO, we're going to lose all of our SEO juice on Google. Shut the fuck up. Google's going to give you more props for using HTTPS than using HTTP. Just do it already. God, that was a long fight. I ended up winning it though. And sure as shit, when we switched to HTTPS, all of our SEO numbers improved. But yeah. Cores allow star happens on Fridays when the devs have tickets for whatever and the errors occur at 5 p.m. Yeah. But the thing is, like, a lot of people just core star everything. That's just kind of standard practice now, even though it feels wrong. It feels super wrong to do that. But anyway, I fixed context managers in mypy suggest, and still don't have the rest of my bugs fixed, but oh, this is an interesting one. I haven't seen this before. Wow. I'm surprised that this has gone this long in mypy. Really? This seems so basic, and that no one else has hit this. Interesting. It's probably a duplicate though. Surely. If install mypy. Sorry, I'm getting distracted, but oh, we have the theme from yesterday. Wow. New theme. Okay, back to the normal one. I'm surprised by this. See if there is a duplicate though. There's 2,600 open. Whoa, it like filled out the quote. That was not what I expected. This doesn't look related either. I'm reporting issues on trivial code. Well, they didn't type annotate it. You need arrow none, my guy. Ah, Emma. Hello. Perfect. Okay, so yeah, no one. This isn't a duplicate. Oh yeah, it's you. Huh. I'm very surprised by this. This is actually kind of a cool find. Where are my issues? Well, there's a lot of issues since the last time I commented here. Oh, here we go. These ones. mypy's named argument is old. I wouldn't be surprised if it's buggy. Yeah, especially because star args are kind of funky. But that one might be interesting to fix. Maybe we'll look at it because no one else has started working on it yet. And yeah, maybe we'll play around with it. But first, we're gonna fix deadsnakes. That's the actual thing that I want to get done today. I also only have I've already burned 20 minutes of it. I only have like an hour and a half today because what the fuck is this? Help formatter.dumbleInternet got unexpected keyword argument prefix cares. From virtualenv pyz. What the fuck? What the fuck? What? What the hell? This can't be. This can't be deadsnakes as well. What? Well, let's see what the change that caused this. Argparse, where the fuck are you? Argparse. History. It's 2024. It's one of these two. Color. Color. Why are we adding color to Argparse? We don't need this. Man, it could be this patch. A whole bunch of shit happens here. I'm gonna guess it's not that patch. But it also doesn't feel like this patch either. God damn it. Alright, well, let's figure it out. I think this is a bug in cpython. I think this is a bug in cpython. More stream, it's true. S1Cube, hello. Plus 342 minus 31 is a scary ratio. It's true. Spyro's also here. How you doing? It's just... you can see why this is very confusing in my brain. Because a lot of how I associate chat viewers is like first letter, length, and color. Just missed Baked Anthony? Well, fortunately, this VOD is on YouTube or on Twitch, the baking stream. I don't even know how to get to it anymore though. /VODs? No. /videos? Oh, yeah, if you want to watch the... Wow. That's almost had 1,000 views since yesterday. That's crazy. But anyway, if you want to watch the baking stream, it's there. Yeah. Anyway. Okay. Configure. Why do I have a file name named curly brace file name? What have I done? What's in it? curly brace, name curly brace. Oh, I remember. This was the T-string thing. Weird. Oh my god. Why? Why? Make dash J5. Look at 8. Make my computer go burr. Alright, we're gonna let that build, and then we're gonna revert one of these patches. Unless it's a change at virtual. That's also possible. Seems unlikely, though. Seems unlikely because the last release is March 31st, which is several days ago, and not yesterday. Whereas there were 2 patches to argparse yesterday. I'm betting it's this color change. Let's see if we can find out why. Schwarzchild, hello, how you doing? Nothing about this seems obvious, actually. Which is kind of funky. This is one of these calls in here. We do see prefix chars referenced in both of those places. That seems a little suspicious. Help formatter. Got prefix chars. Does virtualenv have a custom help formatter, maybe? Oh, that was quick. Well. Do I even have it here? No, I don't. curl-o virtualenv.pyz bootstrap.pypa.io/virtualenv.pyz Python prefix in Python 3 virtualenv.pyz VM crash. Okay, so let's see if virtualenv does something stupid. And then try and revert patches and see if we get there. PyPA virtualenv. Holy shit, this repo is huge. It's huge. S1Cube says, what's wrong with the snakes? I think nothing. I don't think this is my fault. I think I have just found a bug in Python. A regression in Python. Adding color to argparse. Well, this is weird. We don't actually see prefix chars at all in here. Add version flag is where it fills. And the version flag. That's probably just the first thing that gets called, right? Add version flag. Yeah, nothing seems suspicious about that. Why are there so many no QA comments in this? Also no types. Yeah, the argparser doesn't seem... Oh, wait. Oh boy. We got an argparser subclass. Which could be the problem? Actually, I know that this song gets claimed on Twitch, so we're gonna go to the next one, even though it's a bop. MBS Ubuntu, thank you for the 5-stream streak. Whoa, what does colors to argparse mean? I'm trying to find out, but it crashes every time I'm using it, so I don't know. Sarab's also here. Hello, hello. Help formatter. This is the problem. Argument defaults help formatter. What the fuck is that? This guy. Yeah, because this patch gave it more arguments. So we found the patch. This patch breaks virtualenv, by the way. It looks like their help formatter does not have the same argument structure as the adjusted. It looks like adding the parameters to the help formatter here breaks the subclass there. I'll CC Garabnet, who's the virtual maintainer. Pop. But let's see what it looks like, just because we can still do this, right? Oh, how am I gonna make a virtualenv? The old way. God, it's so slow. Pip install pre-commit. Alright, let's see what pre-commit's argparse looks like with colors. How much am I gonna hate this? Dexter Jake is here. Hello, hello. How you doing? Ah, so many colors there. I guess I probably need to trigger an error? Or is colors off by default? By default is false. Okay, so you have to turn it on. Let's turn it on, see what happens. At least it's off by default. Ooh. But why? Why are some of them green and some of them not green? This just seems unnecessary. Do we actually need this? Why are short options green? Why are positional arguments green? Why are variables yellow? I love how to update configure. I have to run configure. Yeah. Python development is pretty wild. Or like there's a make target to adjust the make file. And this seems not that good. It makes it easier to read for me because the descriptions are a different color than parameters. See, they could do this way more subtly and it would be way better. Like, you don't need these to be colored. Just make them bold and it's fine. It's fine. Like, that would be a way more improved version of this. Let's see if we can fix it. Fix it, air quotes. Okay, we're gonna do this regex. So look ahead that is not reset. A to Z underscore plus. And we're gonna, I mean invalid regex. Oh, got my squacket. We're gonna replace that with anz.bold. All of the colors are now just bold. Let's see if it looks better. That did not work. Oh, because it didn't copy it in there. Prefix. Lib. We'll just do this. SF. No module named argparse. Oh. This needs to be absolute path. See, like, this is way more subtle, and I think just as useful. Like, you don't need to put a color on fucking everything. Just subtle bold is pretty good. You could probably even go the other way and make these the opposite. But I don't know. I don't feel like this needs it. Anyway. Well, fuck. We air quotes fixed the thing that we did. Just italic the text, or you can use subtle, like have something here. I think I have this. Yeah. Fucking A. They don't, they have let's do that. Like, this is subtle text, which I actually really like. What the fuck rule does this? What the fuck rule does this? What the fuck? Why? That's disgusting. Well, I'm glad glad I don't have to deal with that. That's a disgusting default. Anyway. Yeah. Okay, so the other thing that I mean, we're already here. And I have 37 minutes. So we're gonna look at mypy. Mashimice is pyrite or mypy? I use mypy. Import more than 2 letters as ML? Yeah, I don't. Or was my code like that before? I don't know. Like, I feel like I'm gaslighting myself. I don't think I would ever write it like that. Like, I don't think I would write it like that. I'd have to look back at the VOD, which is annoying. I don't even think I can look back at the mod. Emma says mypy is the correct answer in my totally unbiased opinion. Yeah. Craziest doll, hello, hello. How you doing? All right. I don't even know where to begin here, which is great. But we're gonna start with the example that they had. So this crashes, but pip install. I don't even know if mypy supports editable, but we'll try it and see what happens. A lot of dependencies. What does virtual get pulled in for? Works? mypy t.py. Sure, that'll work, right? Oh, the 561 test. Yeah, that makes sense. Argument. Okay, so we fucked up the example. If we do this, it'll be happy with it. So, knowing nothing about the code base, I'm gonna try and find out where this error message comes from. And go from there. It'd be great if I could spell argument in Python files. What the fuck is evolve? Oh, this is adder's nonsense. Okay. So, it looks like... Wait. No? Well, we're gonna look through mypy messages. I'm pretty sure that's where this is, but I don't know why that text... Oh. I think it's here? Yes. Huh. Holy fuck, what is this function? Jesus Christ. Incompatible argument. So you go up from here. Check arg. 2645. Yeah. Check arg. Check the type of a single argument in a call. This sounds like exactly where we need to be. So let's set a breakpoint here. And adjust our code to be broken again. And see what we can find here. The color type. Tuple int ... Original color type. The same. Poly type. Object. That seems not right. Did my message get automated? This is what I see. Automod will show me the messages now, so it might have just gotten deleted because of the internet. What the fuck? This seems weird. Didn't send? Yeah, that would be my guess. This is weird. If we go up one. This kind seems wrong. Maybe there isn't a kind for the... Or... mypy nodes. Positional argument. Positional optional argument. Arg star. This is what I expect. Arg star, not arg pause. Unless this is the caller. 2608. Checks that a star arg is valid as var args. Which is flawless, yeah. Another massive function, isn't it? Check argument types. Check that a star arg is valid as variable arguments. all e argtime argkind. Actual kind. Am I even looking at the function that I'm looking at? Collie. This is not even the function that I'm looking at. Okay. Yeah. So I want to be looking where collie.name is T or F. So let's find my breakpoint again. Oh, actually, 2608. Let's put it at the top of this function, even though I think we want it lower. Ollie. Try this again. I'm gonna put this just because it is sometimes useful. There are a few chunky functions in mypy. Ah, I see. Nice. Yeah, there's quite some. All right, here we go. We got collie. Oops. Where's my breakpoint? Is here. So I think this is where we're gonna get to. So let's put a breakpoint here. 2598. Do we still seem collie? Okay, good. Collie archetypes. Actual types. Okay. This is just an assertion about the two there. Ooh, and we zip them together. That is an interesting one. Oops. Collie archetypes. Collie archetypes. Oh, this is just checking all of the things fit together. Interestingly, that check arg here doesn't receive collie argkind. Also, actual kinds. Arg named. Yeah, so somehow this gets turned into not the right thing down here, I think. So let's see, B2604, continue. Actual kind, named. Collie arg kind. Arg star. Okay, so a name should not be allowed in a this. Expand. So we gotta find this expand actual type, I think. MyPy arg map. Return the actual color type of a formal argument. Okay. If actual kind is star, which is not. Actual kind is argstar2. Double star, I guess. No translation for other kinds. There's a one-to-one mapping. Okay, this is not quite true. Is there a way to produce an error from this function? No. No, there is not. But we found our error case, I guess. Which is here. Basically, what if I bet this is for positional only too, wouldn't it be? We'll check that in a second. If actual kind equals or is, I think we can probably use identity, right? Argkind. Are you a real enum? You are a real enum. Perfect. The actual kind is argkind.argnamed. Yeah, like it should be in this function, but and callie argkind is argkind.argstar. Let's put a breakpoint here. This is our problem. Problem. Oh, we gotta get rid of the other breakpoint. If I'm right. If I'm right. 2500. That is here. This is 2605, which should be down here. Oh yeah. We found place where bug is. Yay. Cool. So I'm curious what happens if we do, I don't even know how to do position only. Is it like this? So this one works fine. So where does that happen? Probably here. What the fuck is this? I feel like it's here. Well, it's somewhere else, but we will find this, I guess, and this is probably where the error message should be. That sounds more reasonable than where we're putting it. Gut grep. Startup pie. Yes. We'll breakpoint here and see what this looks like. Where are we? Check for extra actual arguments. Check callable call. Check argument count. Huh. 1795. So we were looking inside this function, but really we should be looking in this function, maybe? Check argument count. Check if there is a value for all required arguments to a function. This is not quite the same. There are no duplicate values for arguments. Yeah. Check for extra actual arguments. That looks like where this error comes from. All right, let's look in this other function because that sounds interesting. Check for extra actual arguments. Double, everything was okay. Was there an extra keyword argument error? Used to avoid duplicate errors. Hopinar, hello. Hey, the did you mean actually worked. We're on the who knows part. We're working on mypy now because we found out that the bug is in cpython, not in deadsnakes. Bup. Oh, looks like it broke mypy also. Maybe? Yeah. It did break mypy. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, anyway. Check for extra actual arguments. Actual kinds. Except the other iterables than tuple as star arguments because it could be empty. That sounds like the bug. Holy fuck, the logic here is crazy. Let's put a breakpoint here and see what we can see. Actual kinds. How does it? No, we have Kali, but we don't have. So we have this length here. Kind does not equal. Yeah, this one, this smells like the right function where we need to put this there. Let's try that. Put this back to star A. Shit. We need to do this, because otherwise we're just gonna get nonsense there. Ali. Okay. Actual kinds. We got a named one. All actuals. What the fuck you mean? Not defined. It's a parameter. Oh, I'm at the other breakpoint, probably. Also, this is supposed to be F, not T. This is this breakpoint here. Oops. Alright, let's try this again. There we go. All actuals. 0 to 1. Let me... I not in all actuals. So what is your values? Guess we can look at the color of this. All actuals. Select dictionary of all actual arguments matched to formal arguments with occurrence count. Oh, so this is matching the argument places, I guess. Formal to actual. So where does formal to actual come from? That's probably the problem. We fix this function. Formal to actual. Map actuals to formals. Here we go. Here we fucking go. This sounds like where the bug might be. Archetypes I. Okay. Actual kind is positional. Then it does whatever. If it's star, it does whatever. If it's named, this just assigns it. So this is the problem, almost early. Right here. So let's do if formal names dot index name or name equals a breakpoint. I think we're getting there. We're getting there. We're getting there. Where are we? Oh yeah. Name a actual kind dot is named. Okay. Formal names. Formal to actual. That's this. But we need to find the formal kinds. Actual names, actual kinds. Actual archetype. FI. Actual index, formal kinds is star. What is star? Formal kinds, this is what I want. FI, what is FI? FI is 0. Okay, so if I do formal kinds FI. Aha! So what do I do here? Vo7D, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. I hope you're doing well. I guess we should figure out where. Assume there is an iterable. If it isn't, there will be an error later. So positional does thing properly. Okay. Named. Formal kinds fi is not arg_kind.arg star. Does this fix our bug? Crash! No. Why? Oh. What do you mean it's not defined? I noticed that the other thing does this. What I need to do? Hooray! That seems like the fix. Seems like the fix. So let's figure out how, let's run the test suite, I guess. The tests, I seem to remember, take forever. Oh, let's do max fail 1 then. I'd ask you to review my code, but I'm kind of a pro because print hello squirrel. What? Oh, does macfail not work with xdist? It does not work with xdist. Hooray! Oh. Stopping after 6 failures despite saying n equals 1. So that seems interesting. Yes, on Cube you got automated, but you're right. So what the fuck is this test supposed to do? Holy shit. What is this telling me? Unexpected keyword argument A for F. Did you mean A? That seems pretty funny. On line 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That doesn't sound right. Main. Oh, in main. Where's main? Am I looking for the right? Fuck. I don't even see F in here. Where's main? What the fuck is going on here? Exonity, hello, how you doing? Orlin is also here. As a Berkeley grad, I asked, does he even know signals? What do you mean? Do I know signals? Of course I know signals. Can you do something else, something besides Python? Asks Orlin. Orlin, buddy. Come on. Why is there a bunch of white space here? You're talking about foyer? Oh. No, I don't fucking know. I don't know that, dude. Where does this even come from? Is this even the right function? Oh, this is a different test. Unpack ints. Seems fine. Keywords, unpack keywords. And so we're on line 12 of this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Missing named argument A for A. That's a weird one. Oh, I guess I have to say like is star but not double star in my code here. Look as if star is stare. That's not what I want. I want oh, I guess I could say is positional star equals false. I really just want this. The fuck? Why is that not imported into this file? Is my other question. I guess I could use nodes.argstar. Like a so. Can I breakpoint here? You're drunk? How are you drunk? How are you drunk? Do you know assembly? What is this? Do you mean assembly? Let me use a breakpoint. Why? I guess we can copy that test out. Well, I don't need that much of the test. I just need this. Right. Yay, breakpoint. The actual kind. The formal names. The formal kinds, fi. Oh. So fi is not helpful. Okay. Back to the drawing board a little bit, but we're getting close. Yeah, I don't know why fi is not helpful there. Formal names.index name. Soy Sals, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. I hope you're doing well. Formal kinds too? Named. That's helpful. So these match each other. Great. Reloader CFM, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Where's your girl? You haven't been here in a while, have you, Orlin? Yeah, when was the last time you were here? Oh, you sent one message in March. You were here in... You've been here a few times. I guess you just didn't notice. Orlin wreaking havoc? No, it's fine. Name and formal names, okay. So we need to get formal kinds. Formal kinds. Formal names. Index name to give us the actual kind. Yeah. So let's try that then. Yeah. Okay. That seems better now. There was the test here. The MOTD is still there. I mean, we'll try maxfill 1 again, even though last time it was nonsense. I think this should be clean now. And then we just need to write a test for the new behavior. It's promising though. 30% of the way through. I think maxfill and xdis waits for all workers to fail that amount. Yeah, that probably makes sense. You had 6 fails and 2 x fails. Did you pre-order your Switch too? I have not. I thought they had stopped pre-orders. Can I do it on Amazon? Switch to. I don't even know how I would be able to do that because I don't see it on Amazon. Switch to pre-orders. Wow, so many skips. Well, yeah. It says the pre-orders are available. But shrugs? I don't see it available on Amazon though, which is what I would just do because I don't fucking want to go to a store at midnight. Yeah, I don't see it on here. It's surprising. That feels like the place where they would try and sell them the most. Unless, why not? Because it's so much fucking work to stand in line at a store for a goddamn video game console. I'm too old for that shit. I wanted to show up at my doorstep without me doing any work. Fans are going. CPUs are having a good time with this. Lazy? It's not lazy, it's just, I mean, part of it is horror, right? We have standing at home, yes, exactly. I lose internet? No, my internet's working. Oh, my clock is wrong, you're right. You're right. Such a stupid thing. Someday I'll learn a way to automate that. I just bought a year later, it's usually cheaper. See, I am usually like that with the Switch, but if I've learned anything from the first Switch, I should get an early one so that it's rootable. Define Evil says I got to meet Dave R from Century at Bug Bash 2025. Oh. Dave, yes, Mr. Rosenthal. Absolutely wild conversationalist. Cool that you send people to conferences. Yeah. Yeah, Dave's an interesting guy. The release version is the most hackable. Yeah, that tends to be the case. That's kind of why I want to get an early one. Or two. Come on, test suite, you can do it. And then I can write my test. These last bunches of tests are real slow. Oren says, I just want to poke battle you once more. I mean, we could do that. I don't have a team, though. I have my VGC team from when I did Twitch Rivals. I saved it in Pokemon Home. But you would have to make a team of like the same constraints, probably. Which is like in-game only Pokemon, no ability patch, no 5-star raids or better. Define Evil, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. I hope you're doing well. But yeah, I played in Twitch Rivals. I made like $1,000 or something. Because I actually played pretty well. I'm scripting that? What am I scripting? This over here? I mean, I'm running PyTest. Just hoping this is green and then I'll write an actual test. Or scripting that I played in Twitch Rivals. Pokemon? Oh. Yeah, I actually don't have any scripts running right now. Because I have every shiny. The only one that I kind of want to get another one of is Gimmighoul. And I now have 2 switches that have the event, so I can probably get another one. But yeah, my spreadsheet is filled the fuck out. Zebros, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. I hope you're doing well. Twitch Rivals was scripted? Anthonk is a paid actor? Dude, if it was scripted, I don't think I would have lost. Or I wouldn't have made such terrible plays. Honestly, all I needed to do to play better in Twitch Rivals was just fucking click Dazzling Gleam every turn. I would have won like twice as many rounds if I would have just clicked Dazzling Gleam every single fucking turn. Because Sylveon was a beast. Although I still don't think I would win against Dondozo. I literally brought a Pokemon just to beat Dondozo, and it still lost to Dondozo. That fucking whale. Stupid ass whale. Man, these last tests are super slow. Wonder what they're doing. Just use Lechonk? Oh, there's a Lechonk emote? Is that a global? Huh. Do I have Lechonk? I do! Hooray. Wolfred is here. How you doing? Hello, hello. Come on, get to 100. Get to 100 and be done. I guess I need to be more specific. First search result for me was a Stack Overflow question. Installing deadsnakes. Who is deadsnakes and why should I trust them? Yeah, okay, so the funny thing about that Stack Overflow is if you look at the comments, hello, it me. Isn't that great? Why would you trust anyone on Ask Ubuntu? The one responding might be deadsnakes. Yeah. Anyway. What are these nonsense answers? Holy fucking shit. 2 million times? That's a lot. There are many people with that real name. People are trying to find pitchforks or anything. All right, cool. This passed. So now let's write our test case and then make it fail and then make it pass. We'll save our patch and test data unit. Holy fuck, there's a lot. Well, I guess we should find what the error message is and then find a similar test and then add it to a test that looks related. Did keyword argument. Functions? Quarks? Varargs? This seems the one. Sort of. This unpack stuff. This is like not the Varargs that I expect. I expect single star Varargs like this. Why is there a weird base character here? This must have been the old weird. Why does the syntax look like this? Yeah, we'll just add our thing here. Case test call varargs with matching named argument. I test this. We need. Sure, we'll just add this on the end. I don't think that's right, but do I need to add this? I guess we'll do update data. What does that do here? That, I guess. Alright, so then bonk my mic. Git check out mypy. And then run our test. It should fail. Oh, I don't want to do with update data though, because that would unfuck my fuck up my test. Yay! Produce unexpected keyword argument when passing a named argument to a star arg. That is not a short enough message. Let's just say produce error to a var arg. Yeah, cool. These are not the var args that you are looking for. It's true. Debugging rel where I can't just regenerate the configure script because autoconf is too old is pain. Finally figured it out, but that took an hour longer than I was hoping. Dude, rel fucking sucks. Rel fucking sucks. What are we getting bonked for, Stonkfish? Speaking of Stonkfish, did you see the cheated games in PogChamps? I'm not even that good at chess, and I saw the moves that were played, and I'm like, this is fucking garbage. There's no way a 600... Oh, I bonked the mic. There's no way a 600 would play like this. Oh shit, somebody beat me to it! God damn it. Son of a bitch. Files changed 13. What did they actually change here? Where's the actual code change? God damn it. Make argument true. Son of a bitch. Well, this is fun anyway. Oh well. X, thank you for the resub at 25 months. Yo! Thank you for the resub. It's good to see you again. I hope you're doing well. I appreciate your continued support. I got stream sniped. Yeah, I mean, it's fine. It was fun to look through and figure things out. I'm kind of curious what this does too, so it's a learning experience. Def make argument. Positional only equals true. What does that do? Argument allied name. Oh, that's another way to set pos only equals true. Argument. Pos only. That's hard. Yeah, I think their fix is better than mine. Single argument, pos only, so it's probably just variable, and then this gets checked in the function that I was looking at, probably. Mypy, what was the function? Arg something? Argmap. No? In here? Where does this get used? What does their error message produce instead of mine? Hard to see because all these other things changed. This is super subtle now. Actually feel like I don't really like this. Like this should go away too. The actual name there isn't what matters. Where's their actual test? Unexpected keyword arguments args for foo. Keyword arguments, so it's the same error. Interesting. Interesting. Well, how does that work? Ah, it doesn't end up in arg names. So it can't match. That's clever. That's cool. Neat. That's cool. So just to replicate their patch, just because I want to debug it and see what it looks like in the same function that I was looking at. Let's take dot patch and copy this. Hit apply, paste this, and then confirm that. And then argmap was this function. Actuals to formals if if what if actual names if a in actual names breakpoint. That is what we want. Actual names, actual kinds, formal names, none, formal kinds, argstar. Cool. Yeah. I think their patch makes more sense. Oops. The fuck? Why is this out of order? GitHub glitch. Test failures though. Interesting. I wonder if there's some subtle bug with... No, probably not. Oh. This is weird though. Because this is now positional only, it implicitly adds the slash in there. Craziest Owl says, after I saw you use getapply in one of your videos, my life became a lot easier. Yeah, getapply is great. Have I done a video on getapply separately? Getapply and manual stashing. Yes, there is a quite old dedicated video for this. Oh, wait, hold on. We're gonna guess. I bet this is old enough that this is pandemic era where I have very long hair. Might even be purple. Ooh, it's gonna be purple hair era? I'm gonna guess it's purple hair era. Let's see if I'm right. Oh no, it's short! Whoa, this must have been like my first haircut in the pandemic. September of 2020. How did I possibly have a haircut then? What? Or did Mel cut my hair once? I don't even remember. No, I must have gone and gotten a haircut during the pandemic. Weird. Huh. Anyway, I'm surprised. I'm surprised by that. But yes. Old microphone. Did not go outside. I still have this t-shirt. Ah, the old double apply. Or double terminal. Anyway, not much has changed, but hopefully slightly better content. You talking about negative apply in that video? Probably not. But there is getapply dash reverse. But anyway, this is cool. Oh fuck. I'm out of time. I'm super out of time. Gotta go, chat! I did tunnel visioned on this and wasn't checking the clock. Sorry for the short stream today, but this was fun. I learned some more stuff about the internals of mypy, which was great. My name is Anthony. I upload educational content to my YouTube channel at youtube.com/anthonywritescode. So go check out those videos, subscribe, and whatever nonsense. If you missed any part of the stream, those will end up on the VODs channel. That's Anthony Writes Code at Anthony Writes Code-VODs. The VODs channel needs the at, the normal channel does not. I am so close to being able to monetize this channel. I am so close. Hold on, I can tell you the number. I am so close. So if you want to watch some VODs, you just put me on the background. I would appreciate it. What am I at? I'm at 3,964 watch hours, and I need to be at 4,000 watch hours. So I am 36 watch hours away. Yeah, you all can help me with that. Anyway, join the Discord as well. That's where I announce streams. Thank you, DDels, for helping me out there. And thank you all for stopping by and hanging out. This was a fun stream, even though I basically accomplished very, very little to nothing. But I learned some stuff about mypy and found a bug in cpython, so that's fun too. Anyway, that's going to wrap us up for today. Hopefully you have a good rest of your day, and I will see you around in the future. Bye. Bye, chat. Yes, have a great Saturday. Bye.